David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
When you talk about teams who are building for the future, you've got to mention Vanderbilt. Stadium upgrades, a dynamic crowd. First Bank Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee has improved in the last few years. It is the smallest stadium in the SEC, but the Vanderbilt fans are getting louder and more passionate as Clark Lee continues to build a contender in Nashville. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Commodores will kick off first, and here we go. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Rebels offense will start this game off with the football. And boy, do these guys present a problem no matter what you try to stop, David, with this quarterback and running back combination.
Man, this is a true pick-your-poison, right? You got a great back, a great quarterback. Like, this offense can hurt you in a multitude of ways, Jesse. I just don't know which way they're going to try first.
Yeah, it's like you said, pick your poison. You want to load the box to stop the run, they throw it over your head. You want to play with extra DBs, they just run it down your throat. Very, very difficult to stop because of these two special players.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Making side adjustments here. To the air on 2nd down. Working the middle. It's complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there. He knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging.
Got a little press. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. He's got him. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
They'll stop play here to tend to the injured Commodore. The Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Alexander. Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back, 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
This offense will start doing business from their own 18-yard line on first down. Looking for a man. It's Carter. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. It's Sherrill. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. And the Commodores will snap it on 1st and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Sherrill. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense.
Snags it, and he's open.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Wants to throw again. Flip it. And the ball's free in the backfield. How in the world did the offense retain possession? I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking for a gap. It's Alexander. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. They'll run play action. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Commodores will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there.
Dude, how about that? Boom. I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Cook. Gets it out to the 22-yard line, and that'll be enough for the first down.
Quarterback showing you some resiliency here on this drive. He threw a pick on the opening drive of the game, but he was able to turn the page right away. You can't let that bad play affect you. And
makes the grab in their space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Running inside, it's Lacey. There's some room. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of...
There he goes. Made a defender miss. He'll work his way down to the 28. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The Rebels just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch.
And you can see just how explosive this offense is. It doesn't matter what they do. Whether they're throwing the ball, whether they're running the ball, they've had some balance, but they can pick up yards in chunks. And you're seeing it happen. A really nice completion there. They ran it the play before, and now here they are knocking on the goal line.
He's into the end zone. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Snags it quickly on the left. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Off the play fake. Finds his man. It's Spence. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Takes the handoff. It's Alexander. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking for a man. It's Carter. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Got out of trouble and throws. That's caught. It's Spence. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. And the Commodores look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Breaks loose. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism. He's got length. He's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Commodores decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They're going to field this one in tight quarters. That is coverage just the way you draw it up. Don't even let him get started, and they knock him down deep in his own end. Rebels offense is back on the field. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. Using his feet. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Oh, maybe a double pass. Pocket breaking down. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And And these balls thrown way down the field. This is a lot of times when you see those pass interference or receivers adjusting the ball and DBs not. This time you could tell the defender did a great job understanding where the ball was going, got his hand on it, made sure the receiver couldn't make the play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got it down the middle. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line.
Man, that is exactly what you want. That is perfect execution. Back near your own end zone, man. You want to get that ball out of your hand. You want to create some space. And don't flirt with that end zone at all. Ball gets out of quarterback's hand. Receiver makes the play. Great job understanding the situation.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Play is stopped as they tend to an injured Ole Miss Rebel. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Odom. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Well, the offense staying aggressive. They've had success all game long. They just came away with a big play, but finally give up the sack. If they can keep this quarterback standing up, though, they can extend their lead.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Back to pass. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
And they've converted their first 2 third-down opportunities, but a 3rd and long is a different animal. Now the play fake. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. And the Rebels will send out the punt unit. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signal for the 2-minute timeout. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wide receiver comes in motion. This quarterback part of their running game. Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Rebels.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Commodores offense onto the field, ready to start the drive. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
He's got it on the left. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally... after the big pickup at the 25.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job by the defense with communication there.
There's a crease. Headed to the end zone. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackle.
Back's going for the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Commodores.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback making checks. Powers through the defender. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Alexander. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Breaks into the open. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack of just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Before they snap the ball on second down, timeout is called. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Makes the catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers. And they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass.
Number 17, set to advance on the football.
Coming out with it, it's Brown. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Offense has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. They'll leave it with the lone back. Doesn't find any room whatsoever here late in the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Notre Dame taking on the Stanford Cardinal. And it's the Fighting Irish looking to come out on top in what has been a high-scoring affair. And I love that neither team fears this moment. Gotta see which defense is able to make a stand. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the ACC. Now back to your game in Nashville. This tight end is enjoying quite the day through 2 quarters. It's amazing how athletic tight ends are now and just how much they're utilized. He's played a starring role in giving them this halftime lead.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Guys, Coach Lee told me at the half, their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Guys, back to you.
All right, Holly. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense.
Opposite.
D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Hold it, finds his man on the left. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
And the Commodores in a good spot here with second and short. Looking for room. It's Alexander. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, makes
a grab and room to run. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one after their own 37. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
He's going to throw deep right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. They just keep firing. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Commodores will line up to punt it away. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Ole Miss sideline. There is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
So now it's second and long. The run inside. It's Lindsey. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Here comes the heat. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Here's the return. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Vanderbilt's offense out there looking to start a productive drive. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle. Understanding.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
And the Commodores trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's Carter. Got his man. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. It's complete to the left. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
The Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Alexander. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. The short hands, it's Thomas. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. And the Commodores send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Nice directional kick there, like a solid iron shot. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Well, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game, you're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. Running inside, it's Lindsey. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Sets up the screen. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. The Rebels come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. Tries to get it on the ground. Big on big, man on man, and the defense wins on 4th down.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And the offense found no success with the backward-going pass. How about a forward pass on 2nd and long? Sends it back in motion. Back to pass, it's Carter. Looking deep. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. On the run, it's Lindsey. Creates a little space. They make the stop, and they had to work for it. A nice little juke, and he'll have 7 on that one.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying.
Here's a little room there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Motion from the wide receiver. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
And the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Makes the stop at the 49, give him 5 yards on the play and a first down.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
Wants to throw on first down. He's going to take off. Turning it on. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
And, man, you see it again. It's got to be frustrating for this defense. Like, there's a reason the offense has the lead, and it's because the QB can drop back and do things like that. It's supposed to be a pass, everybody playing pass, but he's just got such a knack and such a feel to take off and run and make people miss and create explosive plays, and that's why they built the lead here today.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find your rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. And you want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
2nd and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the stick.
Might have a chance. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Rebels! That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Number 17, sets a kickoff.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. move the tight end. The run inside. It's Alexander. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18. They'll stop play here to tend to the injured Commodore. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. Now inside 4 minutes to go here on second down. The play action fake. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Now facing a 3rd and long. Off play action. Here's a heat. Nice catch along the sidelines, but they get nothing out of it. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Rich, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. The Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Carter. Fires on the move. Catch in the middle, it's Spence. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Young. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
But talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll pull it down. He slides past the 1st down marker and picks it up on 4th.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
Tripped up for the tackle.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at 2nd and short, 2nd and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to me.
2nd down, he'll throw it. That's caught. It's Spence. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And the Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking downfield, it's Carter. Throws toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Back's got it. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. Try to barge their way in.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
Number 88, set to kick it away.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to